and welcome to Mums at the Table. I'm Rachel and I'm here with Shona.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well this week. Talking about decisions a bit. Not too much, though, to decide as to whether you need to listen and watch Gia, because she's in the kitchen with her kids
is
cooking.
she?
Yeah, she's here
Excellent.
today.
I bet she's cooking something nice for these cold winter nights.
Always. And we've got Colette doing her wellbeing segment as well, so watch out for that. But as I said, we're talking decisions. And in particular today, do you have any regrets over the names you chose for your kids? So you've got 3 kids. Any regrets there?
No. I was really blessed that the names we picked suited the boys and that they were the ones that we stuck with.
So that you're solid with them.
Solid,
that's it. Yeah.
not changing them.
Easy to come to a decision together because, you know, I guess you can have different tastes to your partner. Sometimes it's a bit of a discussion, a fight.
Well, we had a bit of discussion with the last one because all of the previous children had got their grandfather's middle names as their middle names. So with the last one, we were sort of like, okay, and I said, well, my dad hasn't got into this scene yet, so...
And not everyone's into sort of the family history thing either.
No, but I thought it was nice to put the family history in there.
My second daughter's name is Silla, and we spelt it S-I-L-A, you know, and everyone kept calling her Sila, and I guess that makes sense. But by the time we changed it, that 60 days had gone up, so we paid a lot of money to put an extra L in there. But people are not sort of questioning her name. They see it, they read it, and we did that for ease. So I guess we regret not thinking that through a bit more clearly.
So have you kids got nicknames yet, or have you shortened their names? Have you done any of that?
We didn't really choose names that you can shorten. I guess we've got Tessa, and you shorten that to Tess. You know, Tessa the Messer, because she's obviously quite messy. So you can come up with names as they sort of, their personality grows and that sort of thing. No real regrets. We didn't have any boys, so I've got boys' names there that I wish I could have used. But yeah, no real regrets. But I have spoken to mums who even 5 years later are still umming and ahhing about the name for their kids.
Let it go, let it flow, let those tears come, because apparently crying is very good for you. And why is it very good for you? Are we having a weekly session on crying, or what are the benefits?
Look, I don't think it's something that we can force. I think it's something that comes naturally. But what I found fascinating was that there are 3 different types of tears that our bodies produce. So we get what we call reflex tears. So that's the kind of tears that your eye produces when you get a grain of sand in your eye and you needing to flush it out. That's actually made up of 98% water. Then we just have the continuous tears, which aren't really tears. It's just lubricating your eye so your eye doesn't dry out. But then we have the emotional tears. Now, what's interesting to me is that humans are the only species to produce emotional tears. And they know this because emotional tears have a whole lot of hormones that come with them. And so we actually see stress hormones that are coming out of emotional tears.
So it's important to let those tears out. And because I just feel like sometimes as parents we're telling our children, stop crying, get it together, keep it together. And even as boys, they're told to suck it up.
Yes.
You know, so I guess it's not a good thing.
No, because when we allow our children, or as adults we allow ourselves to cry, we're actually seeing a whole lot of changes in the body afterwards. Your body is more relaxed. The stress seems to have been alleviated from your body. Because of that stress hormone being released. So it is actually like a release valve. It lets the pressure out physically, but also chemically. So to actually say to our kids, stop crying now, is very unhelpful for them. And even to encourage, it's the stereotype, but it's encouraging men and boys to allow the tears to happen because it's a healthy way of getting rid of toxins.
And just, I guess, for it to become the norm. And these are human things that happen to everything. So just let it go, let it flow. And that's the key message. Encourage our kids to, if they're emotional, let them cry, because it's good for them. So keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table for these topics and more.
Okay, so I do have I guess a hard topic sort of to discuss, and we're talking about decision making. But what has been the hardest decision you've had to make as a mum, or decisions?
I think every decision you make is hard when you're a mum. You've got to weigh up the pros and cons.
There's truth to this.
I don't think any decision that you make as a mum is easy, but I think one of the hardest decisions that I've had to make, and this is looking back in hindsight, I think I am suffering a bit of dementia, so a lot of things I want to choose to forget.
block out.
Yeah, block out, forget, whatever. But I think for me, one of the hardest decisions was when the boys got their licence, when they got freedom, and when they decided to fly off.
Now, hang on, because you're
As much as I love them flying off, which I do, it's that I have no input into their lives anymore. So you have to rely on the fact that hopefully my parenting that we've done, or our parenting that we've done, has stood them in good stead for the rest of their life. And I look at them and I go, yeah, it has. I mean, there's a few things I'd like to tweak, but I'm not allowed to tweak anymore, and I get told. But yeah, I think it is hard actually letting them go, whether it's driving or dating or any of those things. Those were the hardest decisions for me.
So for you, the hardest decisions are the ones that you actually can't make.
I can't make them. Yeah.
Because they have to. I can only imagine. I'm still not there. I'm still making some decisions
For you?
at the moment. For me, it would have to be medical. So I've had one of my daughters sort of go into hospital a few times, or a couple of them for a few times, and always trying to weigh up this, weigh up that, dealing with what the professionals tell you, dealing with what's going on in your mind, and making those decisions because you want to make the absolute perfect best decision for your child. You don't want to stuff up. Especially in the medical scenario. And, you know, we were in an incident where the doctor in a hospital in emergency got it wrong, and I was so grateful my husband was there to question her because I was in a state of confusion. So for me, at this point, probably some of those medical decisions. The discipline ones can be tricky too, though.
Yeah.
You know?
So how do you get around making these decisions? Because I know for me, I spent a lot of time on my knees, and even more so now.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when they leave home, you pray a lot. So what have you done to sort of help you make these decisions?
Well, you know me, like I sort of process everything and I think about everything, probably too much, overdo it. But like you, I have had to go down on my knees. You know, I cannot do this parenting thing without God. And there are absolutely days where I've got up in a rush and done it without God, and it's evident.
It fails.
Epic fails, and not on a funny scale. So the best decision I can make moving forward is to involve God in my parenting decisions and praying over my kids.
Hi everyone, today we're making nacho salad.
We are going to make a nacho salad. So not just the nachos that you melt cheese on top, it's a different type of nachos. And the reason why I thought it would be good for us to make one for you is because it looks amazing when you've got the spread. So look at this. So if you had people coming over for dinner or lunch and you wanted to make something light but very healthy and tasty, look how amazing these colours look and so healthy. If I had this on my table, my kids just pick at it, put it on their chips, and they make their own, and it makes it exciting because they get to eat vegetables and fresh salad, which they probably wouldn't have eaten otherwise. So I also wanted to share with you how to use some of the recipes that we've made on the show. So one of the recipes we've made in the past is the mayonnaise. So it's the oil-free vegan mayonnaise. And we've also made a refried beans. And the refried beans you can freeze. And so you can use this, you can just get it out of the freezer. So say today, I didn't know what to cook. So can you put the chips in here? You can have one after you finish filling it up, okay? So say you were doing this at home for lunch or dinner. There you go, there's your chippies. That's plenty. So you can just get chips with corn chips with no preservatives in them. And what we'll do first is probably put the refried beans. So we'll put some refried beans on top of our nacho salad. Then we would add the salad that you want. So tomatoes, we can put some cucumber. Oh, this looks awesome already. Some lettuce. Hey, just a little bit of lettuce, some corn. Can you put some corn on top? Whoa. Yeah. And we love putting beetroot on it too. The red antioxidants, just throw colours in there. And on top of that, we're going to put our mayonnaise that we made. So instead of using sour cream, we use the mayo that we make ourselves, which has lots of protein in it and lots of good stuff. And I've made myself a nice guacamole with just some avocado. It's easy, it's simple. There you have it. It looks pretty messy there. And then we'll put some chives on top. Yeah, nacho salad. There you have it. So you've got a full meal.
Really.
Try our recipes at mumsatthetable.com and you'll find our mayo recipes there. I'm actually going to use some of these. This is just burrito mix or taco mix. Just put it on top for some extra flavour. We'll see you next time. Enjoy our healthy nacho salad. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Look at them when you say bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys, well, that's it from us.
Yes.
Hope you've enjoyed the show. We've enjoyed doing it, haven't we?
We have always a pleasure, never a chore, Shona.
Never a chore. You've made a decision or two.
I'm going to.
Are you going to keep to them?
I'm going to try.
If you've enjoyed what you've seen here today, you can subscribe to us on our YouTube channel, or you can write to us at Hello Mums at the Table and get our e-letter. That's it.
That's it. We'll
Have a great day.
see you next time.
Bye.